I'm Richard, and I'm an artist, and welcome to my studio. I'm glad to be sharing my creative process here with you, and in today's video, we are going to be making canvas boards. So if you watched my previous video on how to make primed boards, here we are going to have a look at how to take canvas and paste it to the boards. And I'm going to be going over all my tips and my techniques and things with you. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, let's go through what it is that we need. Okay, first of all, we need the good old MDF board. All right, this is 3mm cut MDF board, which you can buy from your hardware supplier or your timber supplier. Then I've got some offcuts of canvas. These are just rolls of canvas that is offcuts from bigger rolls of canvas. So I've got that handy. A rolling pin. Some weights, scissors, Stanley knife, cheap hardware brush, pencil, some protective plastic, rags, lukewarm water, and cold water wood glue. Okay, so I normally buy these in 5 liters because I do go through quite a bit, and you will find that when you do your canvases, you are going to go through quite a bit of this cold water glue. Okay, let's get started. So first up, I've got my canvas over here, my boards, scissors, and my pencil, and I'm going to mark these off. So I'm going to put my board down onto my canvas. I'm going to mark off, leaving a little bit of a gap at the top and all around. So when you do have your canvas, make sure you've got some nice edge. Leave yourselves a little bit of an edge. Okay, we're going to go again there, leaving a little bit of space, maybe a centimeter or 2. All right, space on that side, space on that side, space on that side, and then we go draw a line there. That's where we're going to cut off the canvas. Just mark them all out, same sizes. There we go. Okay, now we're on to the next phase. So I've set up here I've got all my MDF boards here and the canvas that I have cut. So I've cut enough pieces for every single board here. I've got my wood glue, I've got my brush, and I've got everything laid out here. I've got my rolling pin, and I've got an open area here where I can work. So this is important, to just set up your work area properly. Just put this here. Okay, so let's start. So I'm going to take one of the canvas boards. Let's just take this away so you can see better what's happening here. Take one of the canvas boards. And I just want you to note, again, you'll note that there is a little bit of canvas overlapping on the sides. You want overlap, very important. Now I take the board, take the wood glue, give it a bit of a stir. Take the hardware brush and make a cross motion. Now this wood glue has got just a little bit of water that I've put in to make it runny. Okay, not too runny, so just be careful of putting too much water in it. You just want it to be fluid enough so that it's easy for your brush to put the glue on. Like that. And go on the sides. Cover it with quite a bit of glue. Just pull out on the sides there. Let me show you that. Glue. Just quickly wipe that up with water. The water and the rags just to clean up a little bit of glue if it messes all over the place. Make sure you take your fingers so that you can feel and navigate your canvas, okay? There must be a bit of an edge on each side there. And just on these sides, just tug it while the glue is still wet. Okay, just feel for the edge, okay? And now you will take your hands and you will just sweep across to get rid of the bubbles of the canvas. Look at it like that. Just okay, and now I can finally just go with the rolling pin. Just go across, just flatten it out nicely. Okay, now I've got a nice piece of canvas that is adhering to this board. Put the plastic over, take the weights, put the weights on top. Okay, now you're pressing down this canvas to stay on there. Let's do another one. Let's see how this gets done. Okay, so I'm going to show you again. Just give it a little stir, and there we go. Take the glue, then make a cross on that side, cross on the other side, take some more glue, go on the edges, there we go, like that. See, on the edges, and then we can start working. Okay, and then we can start working the edges. Just pull out like that. Quite simple. Just pull out like that, like that, there. See, simple. And just pat the glue on. It starts like that there. Okay, and then take your canvas that's ready and put it on. Now, one word with the canvas. The canvas has got a primed side that has been primed, and it has got the rougher side. So just make sure when you put on your canvas, okay, that the primed side is facing up. So just make sure that the primed side is facing up and not the coarse, raw side of the canvas. Okay? Let us flatten it with our palms of our hands. Remember, there needs to be overlap on the sides. Here we go. Off. Okay, now this is very important to note. Okay, so I'll take that off, and I'm going to take this canvas and I'm going to put it facing the other piece of canvas. The reason is because some of the glue might spill out, okay, onto the other canvas, and then they're going to stick. You don't want that, so you put them facing each other. Okay, put the plastic back on, put your weight back on. Okay, so I've pasted a whole lot of boards, and we have left them overnight to dry. I've got all these weights that we're going to take off now. Okay. That's it. Let's take all these weights off. There they come loose quite easily. As you can see, it's got that overlap. And we're going to go and cut that off using the Stanley knife. Just check these. So like I said to you in the previous video, you lay them face down upon each other and back to back. So the canvas faces the other canvas, and then you put on the back like that, and then stack the next one on top. Okay, so we've done that. Let's start with the trimming. For that we need a nice piece of plywood we can cut on. Just put this maybe around. There's not so much powder or paint. And let me start cutting. So I just flush cut it, and I pull off all the excess like that. There we go. Knife across like that. Just, yeah. You just need a piece of scrap wood that you can do it on. You don't want to start cutting like this on your table and ruin it. There we go. It's just a little piece there. And there we go. A nice canvas board, nice and flush.